Hi guys, my name is Garabo Sithole. Let's continue with our videos. We are on number 9 now, and it says a loan of 850,000 is granted at a rate of 13.5% per annum compounded monthly. The loan is to be amortized by means of regular equal monthly payments of 17,400 starting 1 month after the loan is granted. And the final payment, where F is less than 17,500, is due 1 month after the last equal payment of 17,400. When the 37th, the 38th, the 39th, and the 40th payments are missed, the situation changes. At the time when the 39th payment was due, the interest increased to 13.56% per annum compounded monthly. If new regular equal monthly payments of 18,000 are made starting 1 month after the last missed payment, the new final payment, where F is less than 18,000, is equal to. So in this example, we have both an interest rate change and missed payments. So let us look at what happens in such a case. Let us draw a timeline. So in our timeline, remember that where the loan is granted is always T0. So where the loan was granted, when the loan was granted, we were at T0, 850,000, T1 PT, which is equal to 17,400, right? All the way to T37, T38, T39, and T40, where we missed payments. So I'll put them as stars because we missed those payments, right? So, and they also tell us that when the 39th payment was missed, right, the situation changed. I mean, when the 39th payment was due, the interest increased to 13.56%. If new regular monthly payments of 18,000 are made starting 1 month after the last payment is made. So that means our T0 is a T40 all the way to we don't know where, because we are not told about a new we are not told that you need to pay the loan within the period, right? But we are told that you will now make 18,000 payments, 18,000 payments, right? Okay, cool. So the interest rate for this period, just want to draw it. The interest rate that will affect this period will start from T0 all the way to, when did the interest rate change? At T39, right? So all the way here, from T0 to T39, we are actually using I is equal to 13.5% over 12 per month, right? And then from T40 all the way to the new period we need to calculate, we are using most of the new interest rates, we are using 13.56%, right? Okay, so from T40 all the way to a period we do not know as of yet, we are using 13.56% over 12 per month, right? So, okay, cool. So remember, after drawing a timeline, you have to solve the original problem. So the original or the initial problem, in the initial problem, we have to solve for n. So n, solve. My PT is equal to 17,400. My PV is negative 850,000. Right? My I is 13.5 divide by 12, right? So therefore n is, so let us just put it quickly. My n is what? PT is 17,400. Therefore, my N is 71,29. 71,29, right? So that means I had a final payment to do in the initial problem. So T71, T72, right? But that is not important right now. So what I need to know is, what was my balance outstanding at T36 before I missed the payments? So that is the important thing about payments, missed payments. You always calculate the balance outstanding at the previous period. So you will calculate balance outstanding at T36, 36, not 35, at T36. So you have the information under CMPD. So you just press amortization, press 36, 36, go all the way downward to balance outstanding. And you'll find that it's 50,400, yes, that amount. Balance outstanding at T36, 50,75. And then after finding your balance outstanding, you need to compound this amount by 123 with this interest rate. So I will just make it positive. So answer times -1, write this. Okay, so answer 1 plus 13.5% divided by 12 to the power of 123, 3 missed payments, right? And this is what I get. Using this amount, so now I'm sure I've compounded for 3 periods, so I'm here at T39, but I missed another payment at T40. But from T39 all the way to T40, there's a new interest. So for one period, I need to compound this amount by the new interest rate. So I take my answer, 1 plus 13.56% divided by 12, right? And I compound it for 1 period. And then I find that my PV, present value at T0 at T40, is actually 510252, etc. And then now I have my payments, I have my present value, I have my I can solve for my N, right? So go to CMPD, just put the present value that you just solved, right? Your payments are changing, they are now 18,000, right? Okay, your I has also changed, 13.56 divided by 12. Solve for the new N, and you find that the new N is actually 34,36, right? So yeah, that also alarms to you that you are on the right path, because your N is not a whole number, it is T34. So your final payment will be made at T35. You know the drill. Now you need to calculate the balance outstanding a period before where your F is. So now that you have this information on your calculator, you can press amortization and then find the balance outstanding at 34. Go all the way down, balance outstanding, solve, right? And then, okay, balance outstanding, solve. Sorry. So now I need to compound this amount by, sorry you guys, sorry, just a minute. Okay, so I do not know what I pressed wrong, but my present value is wrong. Everything I told you was right, except for how I pressed the things in the calculator. So you will still find your balance outstanding, and the balance outstanding is correct, right? So you will take this balance outstanding, compound it for 3 periods, right? And then whatever amount you get, compound it for 1 period using this new interest rate to find what your amount is at T0. When I do that, I find 2,766.26, right? Okay, cool. So now I have my present value, so I can put everything in my CMPD and solve for the N. It just means that my N is wrong. Okay, cool. So my N, my new N is 35,80, So this is supposed to be 35 and the other one has to be 36. The theory remains the same. If you have an answer that is not a whole number, you take the whole number, you write it down, 35, you add 1 to the whole number, 36. That is where your F is. So then you need to calculate the outstanding balance at T35. At T35, go all the way down. You calculate your balance outstanding. Your balance outstanding at T35 is this amount. Remember, I have to compound that amount with its interest all the way to T36. So that is for one period. And your answer is 14,491.63. Okay, so F is equal to the balance outstanding at T35 compounded with interest for one period, right? And you get that it's 14,491.64. One silly mistake can really cost you a lot in maths, especially in financial maths. So I'm really sorry about that, guys. We are all human and we all make mistakes. But let's just minimize on our mistakes to make sure that in the test we are fine. Ne? So that's how you deal with a case where you have both an interest rate change and a missed payment. We go on to number 10. Number 10 is a bit shorter than number 9. Number 9 was so long. But number 10 says a loan of 12,000 was secured at 20% per annum effective. It was agreed to repay the loan via regular equal monthly payments of 310 per month, and a final payment where F is less than 310 to be made 1 month after the last deposit of 310. Payments started 1 month from now. T12, T13, T14, and T15 were missed, right? So what amount should be added to each payment to amortize the loan in the same period? So this question is a question that is asking you for increments. So you still want to pay the same amount, but you want to add X amounts of money to each payment you are making after you've missed the payments to cover up for the missed payments. Okay, let me show this in a time diagram because I feel like I'm not making sense. But like the loan is always offered at T0. So then T0, we have 12,000 a loan of 12,000, T1, 310, right? T2, 310, all the way to the 12th payment, T12, T13, T14, and T15, and they are all mixed. So I will put stars where they are missed, right? So we want to know how much should be added to each amount, right, of money after you have missed it, meaning from T16, I want to know how much I need to add to the loan, right? So T16 needs to know how much I need to add to the loan to pay it in the same time period, right? So I do not know what the time period is as of yet because I haven't solved the initial problem. But basically what they are asking for is that from T16, I add X to my installment. T17, I add X all the way, right? So let's solve the initial problem. But before we can do that, remember that we are told that the loan is 20% per annum effective and our payments are being made monthly. So we need to use the equivalence formula to find our monthly interest rate. So we have 1 plus 20% to the power of 1 is equal to 1 plus I12 to the power of 12. So I12 is equal to 1 plus 20% to the power of 1 divided by 12 minus 1 times 100. And we get 1,53094%. Let's store this under A. Shift RCL store A. Right? Okay, so let's use our CMPD function. Let's use our CMPD function to solve for the initial time period. CMPD, where our PT is 310, our PV is negative 12,000, our I is A, N is what we are solving for. So you go to your CMPD, your N is what you're solving for, your I is your A, right? What you stored under A, minus 12,000, which is the present value, and 310 for my payments. So for N, so N is 59,105. 59,1057, etc. So basically it means that I have T59 full payments, and at T60 I am making a final payment, right? So they said in the original time period, so from T15 where the last missed payment is, that is my T0, and my future value will be at 60 minus 15, because they said in the same time period, minus 15, which is T45, right? So that is where the last X will be. So N is equal to 45. So basically, these missed payments are equal to the future value of these, right? So, no, I'm lying. So basically, I need to bring these payments to T15, and I need to bring these amounts to T15 as well. So to bring these payments to T15, I need to find the future value of their annuity, right? So it will be 310, right? S 1, 2, 3, 4. So my N is 4. My I is 8%, right? This is their future value. The future value of the missed payments is this whole thing. And this should be equal to the present value of all these equal payments that I will add. So I will add X equal payments, and I want their present value, and they are 45. We are still using the same interest rate, right? Yeah, we are. So 8%. So you can solve for X using this equation, right? Let's do just that. So CMPD, I have 4. My I is still the same thing. My present value is 0. PT is 310. And I'm looking for the future value of these payments. And I get 1, 2, 6, 6, 6, 8, sorry, comma 7, 6, 7, da da da. And in this side I have X. Let's expand this. So this will be 1 minus 1 plus 8% to the power of negative 45 over 8%. Okay, cool. So let's store this answer under B. So this is B, and let's find out what the value of this is. So we have 1 minus 1 plus 8% to the power of negative 45 divided by 8%. I hate it when that happens, honestly, because I have to start afresh. 1 minus 1 plus 8% to the power of negative 45 divided by 8%. So I get 32. So I have X times 32, 349, etc. So to find what my X is, I need to take this value, which is stored under B, and divide it by 32,34. So my X is equal to B divided by my answer. And I get 39,22. Okay, last question, you guys. Let's keep pushing. So it says a customer buys furniture to the value of 4,800 on hire purchase. So hire purchase is always simple interest. An initial deposit of 8% of the purchase price is required, and the balance is paid off by means of 9 equal monthly installments starting 1 month after the purchase is made. If interest is charged at 8% per annum, simple interest, the value of the equal monthly payments is, right? So I'm not sure if I think I did, but PT in a simple interest is equal to the future value over N. So now we need to calculate what our future value is. We are told that it will be made by 9 equal monthly installments, right? Okay, so I have to calculate the FV of the loan. However, remember they told us that you paid 8%, an 8% deposit. So your loan will be 92%, right, of the 4,800. That would be your value of the loan. Then we need to compound it with interest for 8% per annum. Remember, it's per annum, so I need to change the N into years. This is the future value. This is not an annuity where we are saying match your I with how the payments are made. We are calculating the future value of your loan, not the future value of your annuity, right? So we will have 9 over 12. This is so important. Whenever you have a simple interest question, you always need to change your N to match your I, because the equivalence formula does not work with simple interest. It only works with compound interest, and yeah, with compound interest only. So let us find out what this is. So you have 4,800 times 92% of that, and this is how much your loan is, right? So answer 1 plus 8% times 9 divided by 12. So the future value of the loan is 4680,96. To find my PT, I need to take this value and divide by N, which is the number of payments, in this case 9. So 4680,96 all over 9, which gives me 520,11. So that's your PT. The next question says the equivalent annual effective rate of compound interest expressed as da 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 da. So you have a simple interest question, but they are asking for a compound percentage. So just put everything on a time diagram to see that we actually have what they are looking for. So at T0 is always the value of the loan, right? The value of the loan in this case, we said it's 4,800 times 92%, which is 4,416, right? And my PT, T1, my PT is actually what I sold for, which is 520,11. You need to put the whole amount. So let's just go back to our CMPD to check what that amount was. Oh, I did not. Okay, 4,680.96 divided by 9. Don't be like me, guys. Store your values, so that you don't have to redo the whole calculation. So we are told that there are 9 payments, so it's ending at T9. So your N is 9. Your I is exactly what you are looking for. Let us just see. Okay, I just want to see this question. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I was getting this right. Okay, just a minute, guys. I don't want to explain something that's going to confuse you guys. Just want to make sure of something. Okay, so it is TN. The payments are ending after the 9th payment. So N is 9, right? And they want it to be what? Okay, we can't do that. So don't mind what I'm saying, you guys. It's just me, ne? Okay, my PV is negative 4,416. My PT is 520,1066, the whole value. So go to CMPD. Your N is 9. Your I is what you are solving for. Your PV is negative 4416. Your PMT is what you stored under C, which is this, right? Remove the future value. Solve for your I. So your I is this, right? So what you have to do is to now change. Remember, this is monthly, but they wanted it to be per annum, right? So you need to use the equivalence formula to actually do the changes. So you have 1 plus, let's store this under D, RCL, shift. Okay, we have this answer, shift RCL under D. So we have 1 plus D percent to the power of 12 is equal to 1 plus I1 to the power of 1. I1 is equal to 1 plus D percent to the power of 12 minus 1 times 100. Okay, so we have 15.14%. So yeah, guys, finally we are at the end of quiz 9, right? So quiz 10 is coming. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you